Hey there, is it anything new for me, Prophet?
You are fortunate. A vision from the divine Crusader himself is a sign of high favor.
No, nothing new for me.
A vision from the divine Crusader. Hold to you. Helenol was taken.
Why are those not whited out? I don't understand. I'm not grayed out. I've already been through those. Let's check inside our manor, make sure everything's in place. Good. Good. Nice house. I didn't steal any ingredients from my own home. How do those self-replenish? You know, don't question it. I never want to do that again. But I probably will in the future for nostalgia. Okay. So, what happened last time?
Knight, you seek my relics with a worthy heart. Your prayers have woken me from my endless dream. Or perhaps you have entered my dream, and I still sleep. I think others have sometimes spoken to me. Others like you, but my memory is doubtful. Perhaps the others came after you. Your need must be great for the gods to allow us to speak. As Mehrunes the accursed found a way back, the fattest of a foul race, 1,000 curses upon his unholy name. I thought I'd won, but I should have known. The slave masters are a cunning breed. Umaril found a way to cheat death as I could not. If you would seek for my relics, I know little that can help you. All that has passed since my death is like mist that my mind cannot take hold of. My friends built a shrine upon the site of my death, where the elves tormented me in a final act of revenge. I can show you where it once stood. Perhaps it is there still. Fare thee well, Sir Knight. May the gods grant you to destroy utterly.
Let's speak up. What's happening this time? The Shrine of the Crusader. Upon completing my pilgrimage to the Way Shrines, I received a vision from the Divine Crusader, Pelinal Whitestrake. He revealed the location of his lost shrine, which is where I should begin my quest for the relics of the Crusader. Right there. Let's actually travel to, There's no good place to travel to. We'll be attacked. There you are. Got any good loot? Arrows, iron arrows, yeah, good loot. Glass dagger. Glass arrows, one iron arrow. I don't understand why they have iron arrows. Okay. Now, I chose to come here specifically just because it's pretty. And you get a nice view of the walkway. Look at this. As a fun story for you guys, my first time coming here, I had a water walking ability on. So I would jump down and I landed on the surface of the water and I was like, Why did that happen? But the answer is I'm dumb and I forgot I could walk on water. Oh, here we go. Venua. An underwater Ayleid ruin. Lick there. There's a regular lick there. Oh no, this is the nether lick. Is that the regular lick? Sometimes I inverse them. Just keep punching, just keep punching. That's a lot of bone. Let's take the bone meal. I'm gonna use it to grow crops. That's a modern reference. Oh, actually, no. Minecraft came out the same year as Skyrim. That's a surreal sentence. You know, 2011 was just a year of good hits. Anyway, good hits. Not what I meant. Anyways. Venua. I don't have a map in front of me. No, I don't. You can't prove it. Even though I have always had a map in front of me. That's just how I operate. I like to have maps. Oh, you're still a nether lick. Man, I do not understand this enough. I think pretty much at this point the only thing spawning in should be nether licks, but once in a while we do get a different type of lick. And not in places where they're supposed to spawn normally, so they're randomized. Oh, jeez. I absolutely do not want to mess with that. Anyways, in Venua on this floor. Lots of wireless stones. That's about it. You can actually skip through most of this dungeon. You can actually skip through most of this dungeon if you have a high enough acrobatics skill, which is kind of interesting. Right in the kidneys. Ah! Ooh! Ooh! An absolute nightmare is catching a disease. Now, I do have a map. As I keep saying, I have a map. I'm just trying to keep myself mostly blind to this. Usually I study the maps significantly ahead of time or something like that, but my printer, I print them out to keep them near me, and my printer kept printing out the wiki link instead. I'd load up a page, the PDF file of the page, but it would just print out a wiki link. I have absolutely terrible luck with technology. It wouldn't be a surprise to me if this was like a bug with it, but it started printing out normal pages. Come on. Oh, ooh. I'm not afraid of you. That one I'm afraid of. I know I have a higher disease resistance than normal, but diseases in Oblivion are not to be messed around with. Oh, another Varla stone. Now deeper into the shrine of the Crusader. I have very carefully positioned my map in a way that I can see, because this is a huge area. This area is big. Well, for a dungeon. Oh no. Now it is possible for a bunch of other zombies and things like that to spawn in here, but this is actually indeed a dungeon where pretty much everything you're gonna encounter is undead. I say pretty much everything because there's always a level of uncertainty. Maybe you're playing with a randomizer mod. I'm not gonna judge you. Not too harshly. Oh. Yeah, if you want, you can just jump up there and, I guess, get the goal of the quest right away, but I don't want to do that. I want to do this the fun way. Knights of the Nine Shield. Sir Amiel. I found the body of Sir Amiel, who appears to have perished centuries ago while questing for the shrine of the Crusader. Perhaps I can find some clues on his body that will help me in my own quest for the Crusader's relics. Help my own quest for the Crusader's relics turn out better than his. There we go. Sir Amiel's journal. Okay. Sir Amiel was a member of the Knights of the Nine, a holy order devoted to recovering the relics of the Crusader. Through reading his journal, I've learned the location of their former headquarters, the Priory of the Nine in the West Wells. Once I've recovered the helm from the Shrine of the Crusader, I should proceed to the old Priory. According to Sir Amiel's journal, the helm of the Crusader is located in Pelinal's Shrine. Man, that didn't help me with anything. Sir Amiel's ring. Alright, so a bunch of these places can be opened with Sir Amiel's key. There might have been a mild cut there, but you guys will never be able to tell. I had a very low flying plane come over. Wait, how'd it turn around that fast? What door to Vanua? Oh, a different side of the same ruins. Now, it is a good idea to explore this place at the most in full that you can. There's always the chance that you won't be able to come back at a certain point. I've actually been practicing Skyrim, by the way, for the inevitable playthrough of Skyrim that I promised. One guy asked, and I told him yes. And it wasn't really a lie, it's just I don't want to do it anytime soon. Skyrim's got a lot more hidden things than Oblivion does. But that's because of the Morrowind-esque exploration system that they have. Yeah, by the way, this area has chests. It's supposed to be hidden. You're not supposed to... Well, you're supposed to be able to get here. It's just that they don't expect you to get here like this. Or maybe they do. I'm not going to judge Bethesda. Bethesda doesn't make the best decisions, but they also don't make bad decisions. Well, that door leads to a dead end, so let's go this way. Sometimes you just have to make quick work of your enemies. The Lost Catacombs? Okay. And looks like we have to go that way to get this done the way I want. So let's go. Oh boy. Man, I absolutely love that zombies have a really low, I guess, perception range that they can detect you. I don't exactly know what to call it. I never repaired my stuff. Oh, that's why I'm taking so much damage from these guys. Alright, just keep rapidly pressing the button. Come on. Oh, there's just a bunch of enemies in this area. Take out the small fry. Come on, Lick. Die, die, die. Staff of Frost. He had one arrow. Nothing too important here. Ow! It's amazing to me how many things can live through my spells. Come on, just keep punching. We did it. Staff of Fire. Oh, so it's just gonna be one continuous battle then. Oh god. Do not wombo combo me. Oh god. Oh, okay, that was fast. Shrine of the Crusader. Well, both of them obviously lead to the shrine. Let's see. Oh, so there's two ways to approach then. And overlook into the abyss. Oh, a chest. You know, that is on the map. Let's go. I just like looking around. Exploring is probably the most fun you'll have in any Elder Scrolls game. Even one that's got a much larger focus on story like this one. Okay. What? Interesting. Jewelry box. I've recovered the helm of the Crusader, the first piece of the Crusader's relics. Now that I've recovered the helm, I should proceed to the Priory of the Nine to see if it still holds the cuirass of the Crusader. Door goes nowhere. This door also goes nowhere. That's just sad. Ah, now I see. This place is filled with things I'm not fighting. I've got to fight them. Come on, fight for the battle zone. My strength has been damaged. My strength was damaged. Why? Why would you do this to me? Honestly, it's just a punching fest between this. They can't really do a bunch of damage. They can't stun me all that well. Begone, demon, you don't belong in this world. Yeah, that would have been much more fun to say when we were fighting Mehrunes Dagon. I'm pleasantly surprised I wasn't muted. It's pretty standard for them to mute you. I know there's a way they want us to go, but I want to look. There's a chest over there, but what? Oh, my athletics skill increased. I only ran across all of Cyrodiil without it increasing once. I wish I could explore over there, but we can't. Alright, with that out of the way, we should end it here. As soon as I get out of this dungeon. Oh, night came. Wasn't it night when we went in, actually? I think it was. All right. What piece of equipment do I have that does that? I forget. Ring of War, yeah. Yeah, gonna have to unequip that in a few levels. But, that's it for this. And the next part, we're going to go to the Priory of the Nine and just go from there. I will see you guys in the next episode of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now, I'm really pleasantly surprised They didn't crash this time. This is a nice view. This journal is a record of failure. My failure. In the immediate sense, this is no doubt obvious. If you are reading this, you are probably standing over my body, slain in the depths of the shrine of the Crusader. Perhaps the gods granted me the gift of at least glimpsing the Holy Helm before I died, undeserving though I am. I must believe that you are indeed a holy knight, following in my footsteps in quest of the Crusader's relics. It is to you, Sir Knight of my hopes, that I direct these words. May the account of my failures help you avoid my fate. Know that my failures encompass far more than my own death, which is of little account at the end of a long life. The high ideals of the Knights of the Nine, of service to the gods rather than men, of dedication to a higher purpose. These are my failures, as I shall record. As I write this, the scratching of my pen, the only sound in the empty priory. I am preparing to embark on my last quest for the Helm of the Crusader. I know that my chance of success is small. I am too old for such a task. This quest should have been taken up by the next generation of Knights of the Nine, while Sir Caius and Sir Beric and the rest of us stayed behind and spun tales of our old days of glory. Alas, there is no next generation. Sir Beric is my embittered enemy. The rest of my old companions are all dead. There is only me, the last stubborn knight of a failed order. For many years, I blamed Sir Beric for the dissolution of the order, but in my old age, I have finally come to recognize my own part in those tragic events. I now believe that the seeds of our destruction were sown early, although the fruit did not ripen until late. Even in the first heady days, questing for the cuirass, with Sir Caius and Sir Toralf, I set the pattern of personal glory. The cuirass was mine, and although it resided in the priory, I wore it into battle and accepted the acclaim of my fellows and the people for its recovery. And so it went. The sword and the greaves recovered by Sir Beric became his personal arms, and the gauntlets to Sir Casimir. Why not? Should the holy weapons lie idle while there was evil to be vanquished? And who more fitting to carry them than the knight who had proved himself worthy of by their recovery? So we told ourselves, so I told myself, but all that followed flowed from this. When Sir Beric wanted to take his relics with him to the war, who was I to forbid him? I, who had jealously considered the cuirass my own, and none others? Sir Beric was wrong, but I was wrong first, and the blame for the dispute over the relics falls first on me, the leader and founder of the Knights, who should have set a higher example, but was instead first to claim a relic for my own. Sir Beric's later actions I will leave for the others to judge, but let it be known that I do not blame him for the dissolution of the Knights. If he would speak to me, I would tell him so myself. He and I are now all that are left of the original Knights. The others are all dead, and I have dedicated myself to recovering their bodies and interring them in the Priory Undercroft, as is fitting for such holy warriors. Alas, they did not have the leader that they deserved. Now it is time for me to depart on my quest for the helm. If you would follow in my footsteps, Sir Knight, know that the Priory basement at least will remain inviolate. I have sealed the stairs, and only my ring will now open it. My brother knights will sleep in peace in company with the cuirass, the only relic that remains in the Order's keeping. I say that although the Order is officially dissolved, hoping and believing that the Knights of the Nine will one day be reborn. Perhaps you are the one to restore the Order. If so, go to the Priory in the Westweld, use my ring to enter the vaults beneath the Priory House. There you will find the cuirass, and claim it for your own if you are a true knight. May the Nine guard and guide you. Farewell. Sir Amiel, Priory of the Nine, the Westweld, County Skingrad, year 153 of the Septim Era.